Hello, hello. Welcome to the daily 1 hour black and orange political tarot live stream. Say that 5 times fast. I am known as Autumn around here, and I am your host. Sorry, I'm having to loosen my watch here a little bit for some reason. My normal co-host, Boo Boos and Kitty, is snoozing elsewhere at the moment. He may show up later. He sometimes does. And yes, the camera is surprisingly low today. I thought maybe it might help. I'm trying different things. You get a little bit more green, a little more greenery, and I can hold up the card. Yeah, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. Okay. I'm here every day. If you have a question for me, I usually spend the first 10 or 15 minutes where just put your question in all caps in the chat, so I know you're talking to me, because everyone here is really friendly, for which I'm incredibly grateful. And we have the best moderators on the internet right here, and they make this possible. So thank you. Thank you very, very much. Let me think. If I don't get to your question, it is never anything personal. It really isn't. I've got to go by my intuition, what I'm being drawn to read on or not. I would hate to think that I had hurt your feelings. And 10% of all income that comes into the channel from any source goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. All right. So, I hope you're well. Uncover the news, what will happen when Bolton's book is released. I read on Bolton's book a few days ago, actually. Oh, just a second. Sorry. Hang on. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Oops, sorry, and now the clipboard doesn't work. Come on, work with me here. There we go, yay, okay. I read on Bolton's book the other day, so if you just go back and look at the timestamps, it should be there. I will say I'm scrolling back up to the top to look for your questions, anything in all caps. I will say I saw the big group reading last night, Johnny and Becca and Jen Lynn, and I'm not sure who the fourth one was. I got there late, so I am sorry about that. But I saw that, so yeah, we're probably going to have to look at something that they covered. Basically, the idea of Black Widow Melania. Sure. The thing they covered at the end about does Trump read? I'm not today, Satan. I'm not going there. And by Satan, I don't mean like fallen angel. I mean like Trump. But anyway. Okay, Noelle's saying, one of our fantastic, amazing moderators for whom I am eternally grateful. Noelle is just saying, sending love and blessings to all. Blessings to you, Autumn. Thank you, Noelle. Okay, scrolling down. Okay, Allison's asking, what will happen when or if Mary Trump's book coming out August 11th? Is there a biography of her coming out? I don't know anything about it. Did they interview her hair? I mean, what? I don't know, so let me see. Okay, what is next here? Kathy's saying, hey, YouTube, relax, entertainment only. Yes, Kathy, thank you. All right, uncover. Can you read on Mary Trump, Fred Jr.'s daughter? Okay, uncover the news. She leaked tax info to NYT. She's gonna have... Oh, wow. We made it almost 5 minutes in today without it kicking me out. But I'm back. Okay, what's going on here? Okay. Is Kim Jong-un's sister running North Korea now? I will look at that, Debbie. Yeah, I've the energy was so clear. You know, it still amazes me when things happen where I get information that I myself wouldn't consciously be like, oh yeah. You know, I myself would be like, oh, of course not. And then something comes through and it's very specific and I'm like, really? Huh. Well, I'm probably going out on a limb here. And then it turns out to be true. That still amazes me because there will always be a part of me that's like, okay, I don't want to delude myself here. I'm always a little skeptical, especially if the news is too good. Oh, I like beer. Yeah, I like beer. That's what we call them around here. Kind of like in the Gray Still Plays on the his Sims 4 stuff, where he has like, I forgot my pants, and meth is bad. Yeah, Kavanaugh is I like beer. That's his name around here. Okay, Cloth was asking, was the ramp at West Point really slippery? Oh, I love you guys. All right. Kathy, read on Revat organization for Biden. Is this another? What is Revat.org? I'm so sorry. Jules Terramore is asking, breaking news, FDA pulls emergency use authorization of Hydro-X. It's a good day. And today, LGBTQ rights were reaffirmed. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. Okay, so Susan is asking, what caused these screaming sounds during a thunderstorm in Texas on May 23rd? I usually just read on politics. I'll add it to the list and see if pulls me in that direction when I get there, but screaming sounds. Something about Trump's hair. People saw him without the toupee. I don't know. Okay, Jean's asking, how is it that Steve Mnuchin can get away with not disclosing where the tax dollars are going? I read on it yesterday. Yeah, there's some people who are not going to be, they're not happy about that. So, okay, Robin's asking, was Trump at the Citadel coming down the steps? Hello, precious. This is my co-host, Boo-Boos and Kitty. How are you doing, sweetheart? My little generator of positive energy here. He's such a sweetie. He's very soft. He is bigly mad. I will add that. I will add that in. Save. Okay. Going down here. Oh, that's Renee. I guess that is a possibility. He is definitely bigly mad. Let's check that out specifically. Bismo saying Trump reads menus. Yes, I like that. I like that, and that's. I like it. I also like that answer, Bismo, because it's clean. Last night it was very funny, but I just. It's about the family, Allison is saying. Okay. Well, let's have a look. Christine is asking, daughter of Trump's brother. Okay, I will add that to the information. So this is, hello precious one. So this is not like Trump's sister. This is like Trump's niece. Who wrote this? How will Trump react to Gorsuch? He's mad. He's not going to do anything about it, but he's mad. He's definitely mad. Okay. Janice is asking, is Trump's health getting worse? His motor skills are not good. Yes, his health is getting worse. I have been reading on that. And yeah. And part of it is age, but a lot of it is is the decisions he makes and the decisions he's still making, decisions he has made. I mean, I explained it as he is the picture of Dorian Gray without the picture. He has led a completely debauched lifestyle and continues to. And it's catching up with him. And I understand there are people who talk about, his father had dementia or something like this, but there's something about that it could be a contributing factor. But to me, there's something in that smacks of. I'm not saying this is what you guys meant or anybody means, but to me that feels like almost like oh, the poor dear. I mean, my grandmother, one of my grandmothers had dementia. It was awful, and it just brought me to tears. And but I have zero sympathy for Trump after what he has done. So the fact that that dementia might be a part of it, it's like I can barely care about that. So, okay, Steve is saying, anything we're saying about Jenna Ellis on CNN, another Kool-Aid drinking Trump lawyer, the CNN poll just wouldn't take a breath. I'll be honest, I will add that to the list. I don't actually know who that is. I'm so sorry. I'm starting to feel really out of it. I must be missing things in the news, because I do try so hard to keep up. And I read through the articles, and I read through, every morning I read through Apple News, so I get articles from different channels, lots of different channels. And I watch MSNBC, and I watch a lot of MSNBC. I read a lot of the news. I'll read the news multiple times a day, but I'm still missing stuff, which is frustrating me. And of course, I talk to you guys. So, okay. Honani, I'm not sure if you covered this. Could you reading on the 70-year-old protester knocked to the ground? Oh gosh, he had a brain injury. I'm getting a sense from my guides of just pray for him, but I shouldn't read on him right now. There's like a balance. There's like an energy balance there. And they're working on it. They're working on him. And okay. So, and I mean, that's the healers, the spiritual healers, they're working. There's a lot going on there, and it's very delicate right now is what I'm getting. So I should not be reading on that, because I have to put my energy in that to read. So I should back off. Sorry. Lindsay's saying, what is Ivanka up to? Why is she lying low? Because she's a low liar? No, I know what you mean. Sure, let me add that. She's a low-lying liar? Complicit? Mafia princess? Nazi Barbie? I could go on. Okay, Jules Stermore, thank you, Autumn, for the North-South node lesson yesterday. It helped me to realize some very important things about myself. Oh my gosh, thank you, Jules Stermore. That is very sweet, because the views on that video were less than a third of normal. But I'm glad if I was able to help, then that's what I'm here to do. That it really is the most important thing to me. Oh, thank you, Elena. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, and okay, Maria's up to all. Why did Lindsey Graham change his tune from Trump to Biden? Is he smelling the perfume of the sweet perfume of defeat in 2020? Has he changed? Really? How has he changed exactly? Because he latches on to whoever the strongest person is. He is a glorified hanger-on. He finds the person in charge, and then he defends that person to the ground. And that's how he's made his way through life. So, let me see. Let me add that to the list, but let's see. All right. Okay. Kathy's saying Republicans vote against Trump. Add feature Lindsey Graham support Biden. Republicans vote against Trump. Add features Lindsey Graham supporting Biden. Well, they have all those videos of Lindsey Graham saying bad things about Trump. I mean, they've been running that too. Or is this something that he's doing now? It's on YouTube, Autumn. Maybe the spirit world is telling us how they feel about Trump. Okay, Susan. Okay. RVAT is Republican Voters Against Trump.org. Oh, okay, Kathy. Did I? Sorry, I'm a little bit lost. Could you please just indulge your poor adult brain reader and Kathy, and just let me know what was your full question again, please? I'd appreciate it. Brenda's asking, will Bolton's book hurt Trump? I read on that yesterday, day before yesterday. Just have a look in the timestamping. The timestamping is always pinned as the first comment. It's also in the description box. So I've got information there about them. Okay, Allison saying Mary Trump is Dumpy's niece. Fred Jr.'s daughter, writing about the family in her book, Too Much and Never Enough. So is it expected to be a hit job, or is she a never Trumper, or is she just trying to cash in? I don't know. Susan, that could be. It could be. Okay. Tea, also known as breakfast wine. What? Rosemary's asking, will Mitch McConnell lose the Senate race? I have been reading on that ongoing. In the last, I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure I read about that in the last week. So just have a look at the timestamps. I'm not sure which day. But it's not good. It doesn't look good for him. Uncover the news. There have been 2, hanging deaths. And, oh, that is just sick. Linda P., what about Robert Trump, who handles the family money? Okay. I don't know why I am feeling so lost today. And does he actually handle the family money? I thought Trump basically scammed his siblings out of most of their money, and he's just trying to take over everything for everybody. But I don't know. Sending out some positive energy. That is always worthwhile. Trump just filed an injunction to stop Bolton's book. Will it work? Happy's mom is asking. I read on that too. I can't remember. It was, we're going to get the information at some point, but it might be leaked or some, I'm not sure exactly, but I did read on it. They used old footage of him berating Trump, presumably with his permission. Yeah, I've seen that. Asantewa. I've seen that. Will there be justice for Epstein's victims? Will his friends be revealed? Oh, yeah. Shoe that has yet to drop. Will there be actual justice? Probably not enough. Will there be some justice? We can hope. All right. I am getting, I think I've got enough. Interview was with, okay, Trump blackmailed Lindsay. Fred Trump's kids were cut out of the will. Yep, by a shady. Donald J. for Genius Trump. It could be Kathy Anderson. Okay, I'm just going to start reading on this line of questions that I have. Will people ever forgive the Republican Party, Greg Scott? Yes, because the Republican Party is going to change. It's going to take a few years, but they're. Yeah, I have read on the rally. Okay, so anyway, I've got a list here, so I'm just going to get started on what I have here. Fred Trump. There's Robert Trump. Well, if let's see here then. Let me see if I can get a. I'm going to see if I can pull up a picture of Mary Trump. Sometimes that helps. Going to publish, tell a book. We'll divulge a series of harrowing, salacious stories about him, as she is set to outline in her book. Mary Trump was a primary source for New York Times Pulitzer Prize-winning investigation, supplying Fred Trump Sr.'s tax returns and other highly confidential family financial documentation to the paper. But is there a picture of this woman? Okay, that works. Okay, let me read on this. Oh, there's the strength card. Can you guys see? Here, let me see. Cat isn't here, so let me turn on this light, make it a little brighter. Mary Trump. Mary Trump and her book. What I want to know is, why now? If she had bad information about him, why have so many families had to be ripped apart before she spoke up? I mean, yeah, she leaked some information, whatever, but did it have any effect other than getting the New York Times an award? And after Charlottesville, did she say anything? It is an election year, but yeah, and I'm sure it's for the money, and an election year would make it more likely, but all these years, and where's she been? What is this new to the channel? Turtle Dove. Mary Trump is Donald Trump's niece is supposedly going to publish. Hang on, let me actually write down the time for this. If I'm going to explain it, I should put in the timestamp for people who come in later. It is 25. Okay. So, basically, Donald Trump's niece, Mary Trump, who was Fred Trump's daughter, if I understand, is writing a tell-all book that is supposed to be coming out in August, and where Fred Trump Sr., Donald Trump's father's tax returns to the New York Times. She says she was behind that, and apparently includes a whole bunch of salacious information and whatnot against Trump. So, yeah, she might be able to make some money from it, but my question is, why is it June 15th, 2020, and I've never heard of this woman? Really? Some readers have said there's a woman that would take Trump down. Right? Maybe the best strategy is to release the books all at the same time. Could be. Well, let's see. Is she some psychics have seen a woman that takes him down. I've always seen that it's money that takes him down. It's his financial stuff that takes him down. So, but why wait until now? I'm not giving this woman spy in the can. Yeah, but I'm not giving this woman a free pass. If you have that kind of information and you've kept quiet this long, with everything that's happened, everything that's been done, all the damage that's been done, all the children who have been hurt. Maybe Mary wanted to release the book, but Spirit held it back until the right time. That's possible, Jules. That's possible. But I'm not giving her a pass right up front. Okay, so Mary Trump's. Let me close my eyes and reach out for this energy. Mary Trump's book. What kind of impact is it going to have? Is it going to hurt the President Trump? Let's see here. Let's do a book review. Months ahead of time. Okay. Page of Wands. All right, so this is communicating. This is the card of the messenger. All right, so she definitely has something to communicate, for what it's worth. Justice. Oh, have there been, has anyone tried to stop her from publishing this? Justice. Two of Pentacles. This is the card I keep getting for Trump, where, like, it's almost like he's standing on sand, and it's like a Wile E. Coyote moment where the sand just like blows away from underneath him, and he's like hanging in the air until he realizes what's going on, and then just falls. That's the feeling I've been getting about Trump's situation. And it feels like the ruling of the Supreme Court this morning is a warning shot across the bow. It feels like I'm just throwing it out there. Okay. Four of Swords. Yeah, things going quiet. All right. Seven of Swords. That is the card of the Thief, and there's the Fool. All right. Trump's energy is, this is the warning shot across the bow. Trump's energy is disappearing from underneath him. At the center of this, though, is silence and the Thief card and Trump. So I need clarification, because this could mean I don't want to go with the answer that I want it to be. It could be that he's able to get an injunction or something to stop it. Or it could be it's quiet for now, and then information she's been able to get hold of comes out and hurts Trump, makes Trump look like the capital letter fool he is. But let me get some clarification on that, because I don't want to risk just stamping my own what I want it to be on there. She's releasing her book before the Republican National Convention. 45 treated her and her brother badly. He stopped medical benefits to his grandnephew, born blind with cerebral palsy, as they sued, being out of the will. Oh, man. Heard a lot of saying Trump gets away with everything, even when he's guilty. It's so crazy. Well, that's what happened so far, but things may be about to change. All right, so what's going on? Does that mean that he's able to block her? Hello, kitten. Does that mean he's able to block her, or is that she's going to come out with some, you know, she's got the receipts and she's the eyewitness, and she's going to, you know, drag him for the filth he is. Ace of Cups. Well, definitely overflowing emotion, grief, pain. Chariot. 10 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. It really does feel like he's going to do anything he can to try to block it, but what good will that do? She has a right to... He wants to bury it until after the election. Like, throw literally everything at it to try to stop it. And I mean, like, everything from what's in the book to against the publisher to, you know, they used a font in the printing they only had partial rights to. I mean, everything. They're going to throw everything at this. And she doesn't have the money to fight a great deal, but her publisher does. I mean, publishers don't have a huge amount of money, but yeah, they have enough. And that feels like a lot of copies of this book being printed. Maybe Mary wants millions not to publish. Well, if she does, it'll be blood money. When hasn't he been guilty? Exactly. Oh my gosh, that is exactly it. Let me see. So is this book gonna come out before the election? Before the November election? The Never Enough book. It's definitely going to make him look bad, for what it's worth. Oh, he's got other problems. He's definitely got other things that have come out. By the time this book comes out, other things have come out that hurt him politically in a big way. Queen of Swords, Page of Wands again, Moon, Queen of Wands, Judgment. Yeah, there's going to be some nasty stuff in there. And this is air signs, and one of the air signs is Sagittarius, which rules publishing. And this is an author who makes money from the writing, and this is success, and this is the messenger. So these together say to me that's what this is about. And yeah, it will definitely cause embarrassment. But it feels like before we get there, that's Pelosi and Judgment. And I've got a death card here. And I've got the Fool card here. And it started out with the warning shot from Justice and Trump's support getting really rickety. A lot of salacious news already known to New Yorkers, but 45 hides things in the past. So I think she wants to put it together before the RNC convention. I think that this feels like, yeah, her book's going to hurt him, but by that point, by the time it comes out, there's other stuff, and there's Pelosi, and that's Trump's political career. the fool's political career and judgment. Hello, sweetheart. Hello, good boy. So, is it bad? Yes. Is it against him? Yes. Will it come out eventually? Let me just try just a few more cards on will it come out before the election, because really what I'm getting is that it's the, you know, the black cherry on the sundae of Trump's political death. Mary Trump does have documentation. New York Times believed her. Okay. A criminal with a PhD in psych. That's very scary. Oh goodness, who is that? Okay, Bismo saying, I love how Trump threatens to sue people for things he doesn't like. I'd love for the people to rise up and sue him for emotional pain he's given us for the last 3 years. Yep. Is it pro or anti-Trump or neutral? It's anti. It's the book is anti. Will it? Mom, I know it's a cat. What? Hello, sweetheart. Hello, good boy. Oh, just adding a little positive energy, and then he goes. So, it's going to come out before the election. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, that would definitely be the inside stories. Page of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Six of Cups. I think so. I think so, but it's not going to have the impact it would have if it came out today. Mary Trump is a clinical psychologist. Really? Oh gosh. It's coming out. The damage that he did, leaving her family with so little, and the sick child, and she has all the family stories. But this is not, that's not major arcana, and it doesn't feel like major arcana. This will absolutely add to the story, but there's something bigger. There's something bigger coming for Trump before then. Okay, so. It is 39. Okay, so what's up with Robert Trump? Will Trump attack his niece over a book? Yes. Of course. Robert Trump. I really don't care that he married his girlfriend. Okay, he managed the Trump Organization's real estate holdings outside of Manhattan. He was married to Blaine Trump until their divorce in 2007. And he's on the board of directors for ZeniMax Media. He lives in New York's Dutchess County. He is the president of Trump Management. The company is listed on the president's documents. IT firm connected, wins a government. Okay, I'm not getting a whole lot on him. I don't know about him managing family money, to be honest. Abnormal psychology. Whose brain was it? Abby someone? Abby who? Abby normal? I'm not getting anything I'm not feeling anything there. I'm sorry. All right, let's have a look at the other sibling relationship. Family Day, Sibling Day here on the Black and Orange channel. Let's look at the single easiest person, and I say that as, I've had my own issues, and I have nothing but sympathy for people with any kind of mental difficulties, anxieties, depression, PTSD certainly, all kinds of issues. I as supportive as I can possibly be of others. I've never tried to hide, that I've had PTSD, and that it's awful beyond words. And it often works by setting off things that you are maybe genetically prone to, but weren't having any kind of problem with before. But then suddenly, if you, OCD or something like that, it's like wham. It's like, what the heck is this? So I have great sympathy. And even with all of that and being very open about that, I'm here to tell you that Kim Jong-un's sister is the craziest bag of angry cats and weasels on meth that I've ever read on. So, is she now in charge of North Korea, which is possibly the most terrifying sentence I have ever, or question, still a sentence, I have ever put together in my life. Okay, and you guys are talking about some other stuff. Okay. So I will just focus on the reading. It is 43. Well, I'll just skip to 43. I will take pity on the poor people who come later. And put that at 43. Okay. Thing. Okay. We're talking listening autumn, dear. No, thank you, Watergrove. I know you guys talk about, what you want to. I just want to make sure, I'm not behind. It was buffering, but we're back. Okay. I'll just... please read on Schumer and Nadler. They seem nowhere to be found. Calibri, I'll see if I can add them on at the end, because I have my list of questions at the moment, and there's always tomorrow. But right now, we're trying to reach out for the sister. I'm gonna hold the cards like this, just... Whew. Yeah. So is she in? Oh yeah, I'm getting a yeah, she's in charge. That's the energy I'm getting, for what it's worth. Shields up, exactly. Red alert. Shields up, exactly. Yes, and actually, I will mention a thumbs up really would help. So just throwing that out there. Okay, it really would help. Crazy sister, and I'm saying that if anybody's coming in later, I explained why I feel like I am allowed to use that word and to call her that. A couple of minutes before the timestamp for the beginning of this reading. And is his sister, is she in charge of North Korea? I didn't. I've only seen. Austin Powers is one of those movies that I saw so many clips of and references to that I never actually sat down and watched the movie. And wasn't there a shrill woman who worked for Dr. Evil, send in the gods, something like that? Queen of Swords. Yeah, I'm being drawn to all the spiky bits and the sword. It's like, oh, she's a woman. It would be lovely. No, not so much. Knight of Wands, Five of Cups, Hanged Man, Six of Pentacles, Justice. Her brother's not well. If he is alive, he's not well at all. And she will do really effectively nothing for the people. She doesn't just drink the Kool-Aid or make the Kool-Aid or give out the Kool-Aid. It's like she's like snorting the Kool-Aid powder up her nose. About the authoritarianism and the divine destiny. Farbacina is the woman in Austin Powers. Thank you, Bismo. The reason Kim's sister is so brutal is because women are of such low standing in North Korea. He would never give his sister so much power they wouldn't answer the phone line when South Korea called the first time in 2 years. And while you're there, Harry's mom's asking, can you see if she's really going to attack South Korea? She's threatening them now. She doesn't have complete power, is what it feels like, for what it's worth. But I don't like that I'm cutting straight to the devil. She has a lot more power than you want her to. I will say that. She has, yeah, I cut the deck and got the corrupt institution. All capital letters, major arcana. But she doesn't have full power. And so there are some people who are able to get around her in the background, but boy, they're staying well clear, and they're moving very quietly. They're saying, oh yes, I'm just going to do whatever, but they're saying, they're keeping their voice down. And when they walk around her, they make sure they kind of move out into the hall to walk down the hall outside, the halls outside of the room, so as not to get her attention. She will have trouble keeping hold of power, yes, because they're sexist, but it's also because she's not so good with the allies. Not so good with getting people on her side. And so they excuse that she's a woman to try to undermine her power. Is she going, oh, it's high tension, my back just tightened up. Is she going to attack South Korea? It doesn't feel like she'd be allowed to. And she has more control on paper than she does, like, amongst the generals. Ace of Swords, Knight of Cups. Other countries are trying so hard to figure out what's going on. These are us trying to finesse, finagle, bribe, um, spy, I don't know, attach little cameras to the backs of birds. I mean, I don't know what, just anything. Backs of big insects, I don't know. I'm just saying they're trying so hard to figure out what's going on. 10 of Cups, 8 of Swords, 5 of Cups again, 3 of Swords, Hierophant. She's not going to be able to hold on to power. This kind of goes along with these other cards, these other cup cards here, which is kind of, oh wow, can we really, this is our opportunity to get rid of this family, to get rid of Jong and you know, and have a new day. And it's like, but she is limited by their culture. And there is disappointment and heartache. Okay, so who's gonna take over the government, or is she gonna be, you know, they could make a regent or whatever. Autumn explosion? What? What? But the love letters. I love that. Well, Rat, what's up with the explosion? Do you see her being taken out by rivals? You hit the nail on the head. Ah, thank you. So, North Korea, what happens? Because she does not play well with others. And she doesn't realize how much that hurts her, but yes, there is a definite frustration with the sexism. Okay, that's infighting. That's fighting behind the scenes for power. Knight of Swords, 9 of Wands. That feels like the DMZ. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, the people are starving. The people are in terrible shape. They are sick and they are starving. Page of Swords, 6 of Wands. Okay, they're going to, the West is definitely going to get some kind, why would it matter? But the West is definitely going to be able to get some information. Because this is very much feeling like the card of the spy, which it can sometimes be. Page of Swords and then a victory. The spies get a victory. So, people are starving. That's a DMZ, still being patrolled. Knight of Swords. Why am I getting, it doesn't, of course the West and other countries in South Korea, everybody is trying to figure out what's going on. Everybody's looking at South Korea. This, like, that feels like South Korea and that feels like North Korea. And that's the DMZ. It's like, okay. And then behind that, the people are starving. Yeah. Okay. And there's infighting, but what? And then something about the spies, something about information. Who's going to end up in charge of North Korea? Is the regime going to collapse? Is a different family going to take over? Is there going to be or something? Until Kim Jong-un's children are old enough, or... China does not want to see North Korea and South Korea reintegrate. They really don't. They don't want a South Korea, basically, right on their border. Sister wants them to stop it and stop dropping food on the North Koreans. Yep, because they're sending flyers with information as well. Will there be a coup? All right, let me reach out for this energy. Okay, the whole reading just got hijacked. I'm going to do the whole reading just got hijacked. I'm doing one of my overloaded Celtic crosses. It feels like that's what I need to do. So I'm so sorry for the other questions you guys asked today, but this is, here we go. Let me move this up so you can see better. And tilt this forward. And anyone who is new around here, on this channel, I used to do these overloaded Celtic crosses. So they will be familiar to some, but there are a lot of cards. All right, full reading, North Korea. What's going to happen in North Korea? Energy's terrible, yeah. Atrocities are worse than we know, yeah. The sister is certifiable, yeah. The whole system is backwards and sexist and yeah. But what's going to happen? North Korea. All right, tell me, what's up with North Korea? What's going to happen in North Korea? Okay. And I'll explain the different positions as I read. North Korea. Okay. Well, what goes around comes around. There's some heavy-duty, nasty karma. And yes, I completely agree, Christine. It will take many lifetimes for North Korea to become a democracy. Starvation and subjugation for so long takes a long time to allow the people to grow. Yep. And count your fingers afterwards. Love your nails and cards. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah. All right, in the past, King of Pentacles. Well, that was ill and un. Center of the reading, Temperance, we hope. Oh no, this is Jong-un. He's not well. If he's still alive, he's not well. Above the reading, huge emotion, outpouring, grief. I mean, people have been brainwashed since birth about the divinity of this family, the leaders in this family, and his death and his death without a very, very clear successor is, speaking of Boo Boos and Kitty, hello, sweetheart. Hello, good boy. I am glad you are not in North Korea, because you would not be able to live the life that you have grown accustomed to living. Good boy. You go and strike for more catnip. Oh, he gets plenty of catnip. Yes, he does. They have plenty of catnip. Do. They have toys and multiple kinds of treats and multiple beds and cat trees and windows and lap time and attention and all kinds of good stuff. There would be huge grief. Okay. Below the reading, oh dear. The Hermit Kingdom, the foundation of the Hermit Kingdom is in big trouble. Big trouble. Hermit Kingdom, big trouble, Tower card. Near future, 7 of Wands and 7 of Cups. Defensiveness, hello sweetheart, you want to sit on my lap? Do you want to sit on my lap? Defensiveness and lies. Hello sweetie. Hello good boy. You are the good boy. Yes you are. You could not be sweeter. You could not be sweeter if you tried. I'm petting him and there's his hair flying around in the wind that's coming in through the window, and so he's trying to grab it out of the air with his mouth. You're a nut. You're a nut and I love you. Okay. Boo-Boo's and Kitty is like, Mom, put down the cards and love me. Always, always, always. I'll always love you. Yes, I will. Big old sweetie. All right, I have gotten attention. I have left good energy. Actually, I feel better. I seriously feel better. Just his energy passing through. Near future, defensiveness and lies. Smokescreen. Yeah, they're trying to figure out what the heck to do, what's going on. Okay, home environment. If Jong is alive, again, he's in good shape. Hopes and fears. All right, fears, total collapse. And the illness is also wreaking havoc. I wonder if I don't know if this is true, but I have this feeling like the population of North Korea is actually lower than they think it is. Somehow. It's like, wouldn't they have ways of calculating that and what have you, but it feels like it's actually lower. For what it's worth. All right. What other people see? Oh yeah, it's just, oh no, he's still alive. He's still in charge. It's still, the dynasty. Final outcome, North Korea. 10 of Swords, Empress. Fool. Okay. That feels, is that the sister? And tell me that isn't Trump. I need more information. Of course I do, because it's an overloaded Celtic and I use many, many, many cards. What's going on with this? That feels like when they finally have to admit that Jong-un is not the leader, not in charge anymore. That feels a little bit like the sister. That feels a little bit like Trump. And I'll tell you, if it meant that Trump could get hold of the real estate in North Korea, I swear his fourth wife would be super crazy lady. I think if he was alive and his sister is overstepping her bounds, he would have put her to death by now. Oh yeah, Bismo, absolutely. But she has been so loyal to him. Justice card. Balance. Four of Pentacles, they're definitely starving. 10 of Pentacles, okay, family dynasty. Knight of Pentacles, overtures offering them money. 7 of Pentacles and food. for them to make, for her to make a decision, for them to make a decision. This is behind the scenes. But it's not like you can go down to the local embassy and, say, hey, we'll give you money and food if you do this, whatever this is. But it feels like they're working behind the scenes. And there are definitely some people working under the assumption that she's technically in charge, or definitely her brother's not. I just got a mental image of him drooling. I don't know what that means. It's not good. It's not good, whatever the situation is. But he's effectively not a player on the board. His memory is, but he's actually not a player on the board anymore. Page of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Four of Cups. Yeah, this is overtures. This is overtures being made. She's being belligerent, but there's actually, she doesn't need to be. Because they're actually being offered things. But it's very hush-hush. In exchange for what? Others coming in to secure the nuclear weapons is not an option. They won't even talk about that. Sort of truth. This is CIA. This is the depths of the CIA. There's so much going on now not just behind the scenes, but like behind the scenes, behind the scenes. Sun. Willing to, they're even putting some of they're putting people at risk to try to get more information, to try to talk, to try to figure out what's going on and possibly influence it. Because once they can't hold up the charade anymore about him, things are going to move quickly. Insult to injury. Don't forget that the sister really is crazy, and if you push her, she will do something stupid, and the generals will feel like, well, yeah, we have to do something stupid. We not like invade the South or blast them off the map. They know if they use a single nuclear weapon, they're done. Obviously, whoever they hit with a nuclear weapon is done too, but the rest of the world will come on down on them. They are over. But she will rattle. She will rattle that cage as loudly as she can. So she still retains enough power to be a significant player here. But then what happens? Or is it just so up in the air? You'd think this would be like major fated, would be clear what happens next. But all I'm really getting is they are really just behind the scenes, digging. Four of Pentacles promising, let the West work for you. let the West work for you. See, if you give us access to certain things, or you do certain things, or not even the West, just a Western culture, you'll have a nicer standard of living, and you will have. But it's definitely a major change. And major end of the chapter in North Korea, and then things go very, very quiet. And then we've got a spy. I don't know what's going on, and I'm not getting an answer for what happens next. I'm just getting holy heck for all this talk of, oh no, he's in charge, and things are just going along the way they are, and she's making belligerent, she's being awful and making belligerent, threats. No, there's serious, James Bond Mission Impossible spies landing in China. Because the spy agencies absolutely smell blood in the water. Anything else you can tell me about North Korea? Because, what could they do? Autumn CIA is right below you. You triggered them. What? What do you mean below me? Oh, the car. Yes. They're here. No. I'm not that important. Really. I'm not that important. Anything else about North Korea you can tell us? It's terrifying. It's terrifying just trying to squeeze out tiny bits of information. It's terrifying. And there are people back at headquarters, like in the CIA or in other places like that around the world, where they're like, oh yeah, just saunter. It's like they're almost saying like, yeah, just saunter in through the front door. They're not going to stop you. If he's not in charge, it's you can do whatever you want. It's like no. And then the reality on the ground is a whole different thing. Hello, sweetheart. What do you think is going to happen to North Korea? 2 cards there. What do you think? What do you think, sweetheart? Just a good boy. Just a big old good boy. You are the good boy. Oh, precious. Precious one. All right, I'm going to turn this light off. I hope you can still see, but it's very bright. Yes, and we want the kitty to stay. He does not like the bright light. It hurts his little eyes. Yes, it does. All right. All right, well, we're waiting. So that's the 3 of 3 of cups. Good kitty. 5 of swords. I'm not going to get anything else. 5 of swords, Knight of wands, 2 in the center, Ace of cups, and 9 of swords. King of swords, 9 of pentacles. I'm not getting anything else. It's like, yeah, they treat their people horrendously badly, and then everything after that is like stuff outside of the country. I think a lot of it's still up in the air. I would have thought stuff like this would be all fated and set, but the grip on power is something that we can't even comprehend. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I just can't comprehend. I don't think people will rise up, Kathy. I'll ask, will the North Korean people rise up against the regime? Will the North Korean people rise up against their own regime? How? That's what I'm getting. How? How could they? Howling at the Moon. Six of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, Tower. Their situation, the people's situation is just getting worse and worse and worse. And the state gives them not enough. Their daily lives are a huge burden. Huge burden. And it's just getting worse. But the rising up would take, to be honest, I think too many of them are sick and starving. Yeah, this is ugly. This is ugly. And I'm afraid I don't know that I've really been able to add anything. Although I did want to do one thing, on a whole different thing, just to switch this up before I go. We're at 77 and I'm buffering. Overlord Celtic. Future of North Korea. We're still connected? No, we're still buffering. 118. Okay. No buffering? Buffering. Okay, here no buffering. Buffering. Well, I've got a circle spinning here. Okay, so no buffering here, buffering. Not on my end, no buffering. Okay, I'll just keep going then. And that looks okay. Yikes. All right, well, I'll just do what I can here then. All right. It's more like 9. Well, 30. 8:30. Yeah, 8:30. Let's just do that. Okay. Last night, Johnny and Becca and Jen Lynn and someone else. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I cannot. I came in late and I didn't get introductions. Sorry. Buffering some. Yeesh. They were reading on, is the Donald being poisoned? So now we are way into entertainment category for entertainment purposes only, because I don't believe in conspiracy theories. I really don't. Lori, whose last name I didn't catch. That's it, Elizabeth. That's all I know. Okay, so we can see the kitty better. There, we want to see the kitty better because he is the good kitty. Yes, he is. Yes. All right, so for entertainment purposes, seriously, because I do not believe in conspiracy theories, is the Donald being poisoned? All clear now in Missouri. Okay. This is showing clear that I've got a circle spinning on the camera. So, the good kitty. What do you think? Oh, is there something out there? What did you see? Bird? Squirrels? What? Oh, he saw something. Whew. No, they were talking about Melania. Okay, let's see here. And that's why I don't shuffle on the desk, because it's really loud. All right. For entertainment purposes only. Because I really, like I said, third, fourth time I've said it. Squirrel, we know the drill. Yes, exactly. Is the Donald being poisoned? Well, here's the thing. Is someone poisoning the Donald knowingly? I think is the key, because is he being poisoned? Yes. Is it by his own hand and his own selfishness, narcissism, stupidity? Yeah, likely. but is someone actively, purposefully, not just being the dealer. No, I mean actively trying to slowly take him out. Is anybody succeeding in poisoning, actively, willingly poisoning the Donald? J for Genius, Trump. The feeling I get is no, but there's something going on. There is some serious nefarious garbage going on. High Priestess, secrets, okay. There is definitely something going on. I wonder if it's Putin. But anyway, I've got secrets, so let's see what these other cards say. 10 of Pentacles, Temperance, 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, Page of Wands. That's all about the money. Well, I'm not, all I know is these cards right here feel like the post-nup that Melania was renegotiating to temper the power of the other kids in the will and whatnot, to spread that power to Baron as well, and herself, but Baron as well. She has apparently I was reading this, Marjorie Orr has a fantastic astrology blog I read regularly. Apparently Melania has no water in her chart. So to her, nurturing, caring, she has so much earth in her chart that she equates money with love. What? What was that? Okay, I'm sorry. I've got to. What do you see? I don't see anything, sweetheart. Okay. That's what that feels like, and then this is the message. Okay. Mild desk turbulence. Sorry about that. Okay, so is she trying to weaken him? I mean, have we got a... I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but and it doesn't feel... It doesn't... There's something going on that it's definitely underhanded, but it doesn't feel like this. But, do we have, Black Widow Melania? Because that's what they were reading on last night, and they were getting yes. Boy, the Secret Service has their work cut out for them. There really are services all across the world who are trying to take Trump out. I get the feeling what they used to do is for Trump, he wanted fast food so much that they would send random people out to random restaurants so that nobody could poison the food that would get back to Trump. He's in the White House. If you want fried chicken, you could just tell the White House, the chefs, you want fries, you want fried chicken and fries. They will make fried chicken and fries like a White House chef would. It will be so amazing, but astrologer said it was 7th house open enemies who would do it. 7th house is marriage too. All right, Black Widow Melania. She is materialistic. That image of her on the cover of that one magazine where she was eating jewelry, they had all the diamonds and stuff like it was spaghetti. Yeah, that's her. Absolutely her. But actually, we won't make him suffer for what he's done to her. Maybe not fully Black Widow. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, I appreciate that. I love the black cat, too. Okay, the sun. They could even make it KFC style. They're quite talented. Exactly, Elizabeth. Emperor. Queen of Pentacles. So that's Trump and the First Lady. Temperance. Wheel of Fortune. Empress. All I get is she wants to be set up. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Anne. Thank you. The rose. She wants to be set up because she knows he's going down. And she wants to walk away. All right, so I'm getting motive. I'm not getting devil. I'm not getting decisions. I'm not getting devil. But I'm asking about, or maybe even make him a little sick, just so he suffers some. I don't know. Thank you, Anne. Better to be a widow than a complicit character. She doesn't care. It's hard for me even to wrap my head. I have no earth in my chart. It's so hard for me to wrap my head around her motivations. I have a lot of fire and water in my chart with some air. Make him suffer, because he has mistreated her. Maybe something she would consider like self-defense, like she has to weaken him to save herself. Oh my gosh, thank you, Anne. Victory. Emperor. Lies, the lies he told to get where he is. She's so angry at him. Queen of Wands. Eight of Cups. Chariot. What I am getting is as much as we talk about she's done with him and she just wants as much money as possible and then to move on, it feels like that has even solidified beyond any point it was at before. She hates him. And it isn't even like, and I'm wondering, is this like a revenge is a dish best served cold? Because it doesn't feel like a, I love you, I hate you. No, it's like, I did love you, and now you are dead to me. Has she been married? Because apparently. Be a hero, treat Trump like Nero. I like that, Dave. But he's poisoning himself. That I'm getting very clearly. Page of Swords. All right, and this is like I'm getting the feeling it's like, okay, and then this is it. You're done. Okay. Seven of Pentacles, Victory card, Three of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Fool. He's going to go back to, yeah, he ends up going back to Mar-a-Lago. Because he's not doing well. He's not doing well politically. He's not doing well health-wise. He may use his health as an excuse to go to Mar-a-Lago. Like when the nasty stuff starts hitting. This was, she had money, he won the victory, and she made sure that she and Baron were going to be okay. But he goes back to Mar-a-Lago, and I don't entirely, like she's, even if she's there, she's not there. Yeah, it's ugly. I don't know that she's points himself to Hydra Q, yeah, Hydra X, whatever. He loves her. As much as a malignant narcissist can love anyone, he values her opinion. Does Trump love Melania? Because this does have an effect on what happens to all of us. Because they're at the top of, they've got all this power. Does Trump love Melania? No. No. He cheats on her. He cheats on her repeatedly. He continues to cheat on her. She's eye candy. And other than that, he does value her opinion, but she's a B word. That's how he sees her. But she's shrewd. He loves his possessions. She looks good on camera. That's his main criteria. Page of Swords, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, Emperor. Yeah, he's not even looking at her. He's looking at all the men who fawn over him. All the other people who fawn over him. When he just uses his lies to do that. And she doesn't care anymore. All right, that's what I'm getting. All right. Yeah, exactly, Impish Artist. That's, seriously, I agree with your emojis there. Eesh. Ugly. Wow. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everything. I'm very grateful. Thank you, good kitty. I am grateful for you. You are so sweet. He's like, are you done? Because I'm tired of this energy. I'm out of here. All right. Thank you so much, moderators. There's Jean right there. All of our moderators, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Really, really, really appreciate it. And thank you for being here, all right? I will be back here tomorrow, and we'll read on more of the crazy. All right. So hang on. Hang in there. Hang on. All right. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye-bye.